Hello, Summoners. Welcome to MainDeck Masters. My name is Jacob. A lot of the discourse that's been going on is about Gale and how stupid Gale is probably going to be when set 3 drops. So I was sitting here and I decided to do some deck building and have a bunch of stupid Gale ideas that I just wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if they're going to be any good. I haven't tested any of these, but I figured why not? We have the Gale core and let's just use that Gale core and run with it and see what kind of dumb stuff that we can build. So we're going to start here with stupid Gale idea 1. We're going to load this up and go into the viewfinder. Now this is like a Gale plus white, and you have your Gale core here with Toki 5, we've got Schattenjäger, we've got Feng Wong, and the Hurricane Highlands, because that's really all you ever need with Gale is you need the Highlands plus those 3 different Gale spirits. And of course, we've got our Beldegor for Beldegor Toki loops and some worker Amans to help ramp a little bit more. And then I'm like, let's toss some white into it. You know, we threw in 3 Moonsky Beast Fantech Elk for that it can't be destroyed when it's blocked effect, and then if they can't deal damage to you, then they just lose a life, so they're closer to being dead. And then while we're at it, let's just throw Enterprise into the deck because of the armor red, purple, white, and it can block twice per turn at 12k, which is still pretty dang good. And we're like, okay, well, if we have everything armor red, purple, white, then they can't core theft us and they can't dream bomb us or anything like that. They can still thorn prison us, but no relevant spirits have armor green really. So let's just throw in 2 Enterprise, and then while we're at it, let's just throw in 4 Newman because it's gonna draw us 3 cards and place 3 cards into the void because we definitely need more ramp in Gale. And that's just going to help us cycle through our deck a bit more. But what's most important with the Newman is just you refresh after you attack. So you can just attack, and refresh everything. And then you're fully set up and fully prepared to defend on the next turn. So, well, why not just throw in 4 Newman? And we don't even need the Newman City in the deck because we're ramping enough cores anyway that Newman City is not going to matter. When you've got 36 cores, it doesn't matter. You can pay 8 for a Newman. You can pay 8 for an Enterprise. So who cares? None of that matters. And then, of course, we got 4 Strong Draw to help cycle through the deck, 4 Absolute Ice Shield, of course, 3 Star Blessed Draws for a little bit more draw, your 3 Thorn Prison, your 3 Dream Bomb for your defensive shell there. And on first throw together, there you go. I guess you could add some suppression instead of Dream Bomb, or maybe cut 1 Strong Draw in a Dream Bomb to add some suppression, or only run 3 Newman because do you really need 4 Elephant? Who knows? And run some suppression so you can be like, okay, I'm going to suppression this Elk, and you can't Dream Bomb it because I've got an Enterprise on the field, so you cannot kill me on this turn. And then you're going to take a damage, and the next turn I'm just going to Feng Wong you, and the Feng Wong's going to restand anyway because I've got Newman on the field. And maybe I've thrown down 2 Feng Wong, so you're absolutely boned regardless. So this is stupid Gale idea number 1. Is it going to be really good? Who knows, but I don't know. I might test it out. Who knows? Let's go on to stupid Gale idea number 2. So stupid Gale idea number 2, let's load this up. This is still like a stupid Gale with white, but I thought if we're going to be dumb with white, why not toss in, it's pretty close to the same build, but why not toss in 2 Turbo Rex so we can ascend off of our Worker Ant-Man or our Beldegor or even our Tokiwa and then get the Tokiwa back next turn. And then, so the whole point of running the Turbo Rex isn't for its, when it attacks to bounce something. That's not the important part. The point of the Turbo Rex is we're going to play Scotty. All right, just bear with me. We're going to play Scotty at level 3, and then we're going to have our Turbo Rex down. And when our opponent goes into their attack step, we're going to force them to attack. And so we're going to be like, okay, you're big scary guy. We're going to make you attack with that. And we've got Scotty on the field that can't be Dream Bomb because she's got armor white. Plus, on top of that, of course, we've got 2 Enterprise and 4 Newman still here. But the whole idea of that is we force them to attack with Turbo Rex, and then we have 4 Thorn Prison in the deck. I didn't even think about Alron. You could probably play Alron, just cut the Worker Ant-Man or maybe some of the Beldegors down and play a couple Alron because you can guard and exhaust some more stuff. But either way, we've got the 2 Thorn Prison in the deck to be like, okay, exhaust that, and then Scotty's going to force them to bounce at the end of their turn, and then you just go Feng Wong and kill them. And then, of course, we've got 2 Plant Trap here because wind summon effects are everywhere. So you just burst this, make them exhaust 2, and then they have to go in their attack step. And when they attack with something, then you Thorn Prison 2 more of their stuff. So now they've got an entire exhausted field, and then you play 2 Feng Wong, and then they're just dead unless they have an Ice Shield. And they can't bounce you because, you've got armor white from Enterprise plus Scotty's on the field, and you can just, you have to say you put your soul core on Toki because you want Toki to die anyway. So they have to choose Toki if they want to do anything, but they can't either way because all the relevant stuff is what, red, purple, white, to bounce and stuff. And I guess of course they could Thorn Prison, but whatever. Thorn Prison gets around Scotty. But either way, you've got an elephant on the field and you're going to refresh anything, and you have enough cores because you've got Highlands plus Feng Wong and Toki and Jaeger, and you're at 48 cores anyway. So paying full for all of this isn't going to matter. And of course, we've got the 4-star draw, 4 Ice Shield, 3-star Bless draw, and then, our Thorn Prison and our Plant Trap to say you're exhausted, exhaust everything. And then on top of that, our Plant Trap, we can just we've got double Feng Wong out, and they're say some for whatever reason they're still at 5 life. You hit him with Feng Wong, you flash Plant Trap, and you bring your other Feng Wong up, and then you hit them with Feng Wong, even though you have 8 other spirits on the field because you've got 48 cores. You're gonna hit him with the Plant Trap just for that good BM. So that is stupid Gale idea number 2. Let's move on to stupid Gale idea number 3. So let's go ahead over here to stupid idea number 3. And I said, well, if we're going to put Gale with white, let's try Gale with blue. Why not? Of course, we've got our 4-worker Ant-Man, and we have our Gale core of Toki, Jaeger, Feng Wong, and Hurricane Highlands. But I'm like, okay, well, if we're going to play blue, then we're just going to mill them with Mandala, right? If we can't kill them with Feng Wong, which I don't know why we wouldn't be able to kill them with Feng Wong, we'll just mill them with Mandala. And then on top of that, we're going to use Warhammer Gordon, not for his crush effect, but we can, if we want to attack with Mandala, we can just discard Gordon to make them mill 8 more or 6 more. But it's his taxing effect, making it to where they can't attack. And then to keep the taxing effect up, we play 4 Enchain Arena. It's going to ramp us because we desperately need core ramp in this deck. And we have enough cores to put the 2 on it to make them tax them even further with their 5 or fewer. And then Seabed Lighthouse telling them, yeah, you can't Dream Bomb me, you can't Plane Trap me if you're not in color. So that's the idea there. And then of course we're playing 4 Strong Draw, 4 Ice Shield, 3-star Bless Draw. We got the 3 Thorn Prison, and since we're in blue, why not play some Floodstream? I guess, I mean, it could be whatever you want, but let's just play a couple Floodstream just to, make them feel even worse about themselves. And the whole idea is to do Gale stuff, throw down your extra Nexus with Enchained Arena and Seabed Lighthouse, tax them with Gordon and Enchained Arena, so if they feel even worse about their life choices, and then either kill them with Feng Wong and Jaeger, or just mill them out with Mandala. And, that's the whole idea of pairing green with blue, is making them hate their life in 2 separate ways, with both ramping 78 cores in green with Highlands, and then also making them mill themselves out. So while you have every single core in your reserve on your field, and you're having to borrow cores from your friends just to be able to play more cores, they're milling their deck out, and you give them the choice of, will you die to this Feng Wong or will you die to this Wind Summon Mandala? So that's the whole idea of the green blue stupid Gale kind of stuff. Since we have the Gale Hurricane Highlands, then I figured we could try this out. This might be an idea for us to use. But let's move on to the next one. Since I'm really cooking here, I wasn't sure if that was dumb enough. So thinking whether or not that was dumb enough, I'm like, well, why not pair green with purple? So, we have our shell of Worker Ant-Man and Tokiwa and Jaeger and Feng Wong with Highlands, and of course we do have the Beldegor for the Toki Beldegor loops. But I'm like, okay, let's throw in a couple Lamorak in there so we can remove a few cores and stuff, but then let's just play the back drag combo, because sometimes, if your opponent's playing white control, which a lot of people are talking about playing pure white control to counter Gale, because they've got Sheriff Eagle that can't die, they've got Elk that can't die when it blocks, we've got Newman Guard and everything like that, and they just kind of stall you out with 28 suppressions. Well, since we're sitting here with 112 cores, then we can very easily play the back dragon combo and be like, okay, well, you can't defend if you don't have a field. And in order to continue that whole back dragon combo, making sure that we're able to do that to them, and if somehow they survive because they're using, they have an ice shield set or something, then we're playing 2 Impaler Forest. It's going to be very easy to put the 3 cores on it to be able to mill the top card of our deck and get our back or our dragon back. And then, of course, we have Deadly Balance to kind of, protect ourselves against some of their attacks if we want to, or just to say, hey, I'm going to Deadly Balance this Feng Wong because why not? I've got enough cores, I can play another one. And then 4 Strong Draw and 3 Star Blast to help us get through the deck, of course, 4 Ice Shield and 3 Thorn Prison. And then, like, well, why not throw in 2 Gather Ingredients? Because if you Impaler Force your Curse Dragon back to the top of your deck, next turn you play Gather Ingredients, add your Baculus back to your hand. So now you're just like, okay, I'm going to back Dragon you, and then I'm going to back Dragon you, and then you're going to absolutely hate your life because I'm going to kill you with Feng Wong afterwards. So, you know, there's really no need to bounce their card with Feng Wong to refresh it when they have no field to begin with, and there's no way for them to guard you in the first place. So that's the whole idea of running with the purple package with the Gale package in order to be like, okay, well, I'm just going to control your board and wipe you out here. And since I was trying all of this and, you know, cook it in my head, I was making eggs, it was a really good omelet. Let's go ahead and look at the 5th idea that I had. I'm like, you know what? If all of these are good, then why not just mash it all together into one, you know, club sandwich of a Gale deck? So in this club sandwich of a Gale deck, we of course have our main core of Beldegor, Worker Ant-Man, Toki, Jaeger, Feng Wong, and Highlands. But I'm like, okay, well, we have the Back Dragon package, so we can back drag them. Then we can throw up an Enterprise to give ourselves Armor Red, Purple, White. So, of course, they can't Dream Bomb us or anything like that. Then we've got 3 Newman Guard to be like, okay, I'm going to keep attacking. I'm going to refresh. And so you can set up a wall with Enterprise and Newman Guard. You can keep attacking them and refresh everything. You've got 172 cores thanks to Hurricane Highlands. And then, you know, you do have the Back Dragon combo in order to say, well, if you set up an impenetrable wall, somehow I'm just going to Back Dragon you to death. The only thing I really missed in this was Impaler Forest, which you could probably put back in because, you know what, backdragging them, somehow your backdragon dies. I don't know why it would die, but somehow your backdragon dies, and then you just Impaler Forest it back over 2 turns, and you backdragon them again. Of course, you could play Gather Ingredients as well, but I just went with the Strong Draw, Starblast Draw, Ice Shield, Thorn Prison, Dream Bomb, just a typical core that you can use of Magic cards to say, hey, I'm going to cycle through my deck. You're not going to kill me. I have Thorn Prisons. I have Dream Bombs. I'm going to refresh everything. I'm going to have all these cores, and I have every combo that I need in order to take you out. So like I said, I have not tested any of these out, but they're stupid enough that they just might work. And I will leave the deck list down in the description if any of you mad lads want to try it out. I had gears turning in my head and I wanted to get it out. I wanted to figure all this out and not just, why play just green Gale? That's boring. Why not spice it up? Why not add some curry to that rice? So there's your curry. Go ahead, try it out. Leave a comment down below telling me how this stuff worked out for you, if it was good or if I was, you know, if I'm just completely stupid and these really are just stupid Gale ideas. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, letting me know that you like this type of content and I can make more of it because more people will watch it. But with that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.